Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, and this is yet another review of another banger of an episode. That was episode 8 of House of the Dragon. Yes, Abu Nas will be here. We're giving him a couple of minutes. But in the meantime, I'm gonna talk with you guys for a little bit because man, this episode, man, whew, all kinds of feelings. I mean, gotta hand it to Patty Considine. Oh my God, man, I got King Lear vibes from Shakespeare watching him. Just in this episode. Man, but let me first say hello to all of you guys in the chat. I see you. I see you starting to come back in on screen. So let's see who we have got. Oh, what? There you go. Ready. Hey, how you doing?
Oh my goodness, it is so good to finally be back in the comforts of home with my beautiful producer and speaking on the greatest show that's on television right now. Bar none. Can't wait the Dark Council though when we all go. but I missed last week's show and I caught it when I was up visiting my daughter for her birthday, and like I said, you broke it down to the lowest compound. It was a lot. And I was like, damn, I wish I was there. But I said, that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna be back. And yeah, episode 8. I thought episode 7 was gangster, but this,
I, it's like stuff I could see coming. And I'm telling you, if you've ever watched any kind of soap opera, or forget that, even if you've just watched a Shakespeare play, you just knew. You didn't know what was coming exactly,
yeah.
but it's like you knew what the end was going to be. But even still, there were so many surprises. I mean, I needed tissues
Yeah.
while I was watching
I
this.
was right there with you, Lorena.
Whew.
I was really starting to choke up. I was like, damn, this is how you know a show is that good. When when an actor portrays a character, and I just saw not too long ago Constantine when the one that played Viserys, he got a text from George R. R. Martin, and he said, "Bravo." He said the way you portrayed Viserys in this show was better than my writing of him in the book.
Wow.
That's if the creator said you did the damn thing, that's a
Mm-hmm.
compliment you take to the bank. And it showed because
Absolutely.
everybody on the internet lost it
Completely. We were
completely.
just like, we just done. I need a
Yeah,
couple of moments. But let me welcome all of you amazing people starting to roll
especially while I'm up
here.
here eating
Woo.
my little funky dinner.
Take your time, dude. Roll Tide. Keely Style is in the
This is
house.
the Abu Nas fritter special. You know,
At least you got to eat. I haven't got a chance to eat
here
yet.
you go. That's some tasty too.
Damn right. So not right.
Abu Nas sliders, 2 for $5
Oh,
with an extra drink, man.
good seeing you, Keely. Good seeing you. We got Frank Citrus in the house. Hello, and good to see you. Good to see
Salute.
you. We got E. Clay Thomason throwing them gators out. Gator 1 and Gator 2. Thank you so very much. Very much. Yes, please do hit that like, brothers and sisters. Definitely, definitely. We got Revenge of the Nether Realm in the house. Good seeing you, my dear. I sure do appreciate you saying hi to me. Hi to Abu Nas. And
Revenge,
I
salute, brother.
almost broke from it.
Me
I
and you both, Revenge.
oh
Me and you both.
It would.
Consider myself a manly man. You understand? But love for family, love for your brother, gets it right here.
Totally right there. Oh man. And hello, Ginger Ninja says hello all. What a hell of a show that was.
It
Yes.
was.
Yes. Abs.
I know Rings of Power sitting up here like, fuck! They keep raising the bar in this show, man. We're sitting up here having Guy Ladriel doing all types of Galadriel shit. And what about Celeborn? She ain't even thinking about this dude.
I'm like, what show is that on Amazon? Oh well, thank you, Dark Shadow. I appreciate that, my dear. Thank you so
I
very,
couldn't even get
very
past the
much.
first episode. I turned that shit off. I was like,
I,
that's
I
why I'm proud of Fatal. He's literally just trying to force himself to make videos about it.
he's like me with
I
She-Hulk. I'm
said,
just
God,
like I don't.
yo, I heard Daredevil was smashing them cheeks.
Yeah, yeah.
What did they do to my boy? You know, that they making him look like, oh, I said,
Making
come
him
on,
do the
that's not
walk of
Daredevil.
it's not. It's not.
He has a romantic side in which he just doesn't jump in the sack with just any old body. You know what I'm saying? He's really if he's really into a woman. Well, look at the original Daredevil series. Maybe now Disney's fucked it up because it's on
that
a
is
platform. If you
that
saw it when it was on Netflix, you was in a treat. You had a treat. You had a treat of some real adult issues, of some real adult type of stories that's mixed in with the comic book angle and everything. And it was
mhm.
brutal. Brutal. Dudes getting heads smashed into the car by the brutal.
See,
And they
that's what I
showed
have
that.
to that's what I have to
That's the
watch.
type of Daredevil you should be watching because they,
Mhm.
like I said, the comic books back in those days, from what I've read of it,
Mhm.
they weren't playing. They was talking about some real themes.
Real absolute stuff. And I think I was supposed to watch Daredevil, and I think I had started watching Punisher instead,
Mhm.
and somehow went
Oh my God!
sideways and
Don't even
forgot to
talk
go
about the
back.
Punisher when he came in on was it season 2? I think, yeah. Oh my goodness, that man was a monster.
I
That's
was
why I got
loving.
into his series, and the
Mhm.
first season was fire. You
Yeah.
know?
I gotta go back to
Oh,
that
I
because I
don't
was
know,
I
man.
was loving the Punisher. Hey, Norbert Francis, hello, both of you. Been waiting
Oh,
all
Norbert,
day
salute,
for
brother.
this. Well, we are glad to be here. Glad to be here, and glad you are here. John Ware Jr. says the comforts of home. Abu Nas, I see what you did there.
John Ware, we here, brother. We here.
And yes, it is a great show to discuss every week. I'm telling you, as soon as the episode wraps up, people already on social media just
They
lighten
lost
it
it.
up,
They
lighten
lost
it
it,
up. And
and they
you,
are really spitting their feelings, man. Like I said, I have mellowed out, as the years pass by, man. It's really at this point when we scream on properties that doesn't do character justice, we have a reason for doing that. But by no means, and like I said, I used to be the person when I first came out. It's like, what, you like that shit? You must be out your goddamn. You know what? I'm not even into that no more. My time on YouTube is gonna come to a close soon anyway. So I might as well just tell you,
say that again.
Lorena and Abu's review is as good as the show. I
That is
hope
one of the
so, but
highest
it's really her.
compliments.
She's the
ever.
mastermind here.
I
I
I
just put
just,
on little humor here.
I just smile and wave and show cleavage. That's what I do. And she's smart.
It
So
helps. So I don't want to watch this goddamn review. All you do click.
oh,
I don't want to watch this goddamn. Ooh.
there you go.
You just
That's
sit
what
there
sucks
like.
you in. That's what sucks you in. I can't I honestly I can't wait to read it. I actually am about to download the Audible
He
version of
didn't
the
like the
book.
book. The book is fine, man. You know what? Dark Shadow is subjective. I mean, maybe you didn't see certain things. Me myself, I thought the book was absolutely fire because Fire and Blood is just it's just the story, but he just adds more to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like any other thing that when he had the world of Ice and Fire, it basically told the same story of the Dance of the Dragon. Same thing. Shit, Shireen Baratheon said it in season 5. You know, season 5 or season 6? Season 6. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when she described the Dance of the Dragon to Stannis, she basically told the whole story of the thing. So like I said, it's not going to be a secret, but when you watch the show that's based off of Fire and Blood, and I read Fire and Blood twice, I got it up there. So I'm sitting up here like, okay, they doing this right. Shit, the author said they doing it better than what he did in the books.
That's what's got me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because George
exactly.
R. R.
So,
Martin
I
was
mean,
just
if you
like,
don't enjoy
dang.
it, you may have seen something else that really gets your goat, and I can understand that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not on the thing that I was back in 2018. I am more mellow and more, you know what? Let me stop bullshitting, y'all.
So
Yeah,
he's just like,
I'm
it's
just
too
saying,
dry for me, Abu, but the show is far superior. So
yeah, okay,
that's what
that
he said.
I can dig it.
I
I
get
can dig
you.
it.
I
I'm
get
just
you.
a type of person now. I'm like live and let live, man. You know what I'm saying? Star Wars is fucked. Star Wars is fucked. You know, Star Trek is dead.
Oh
You
Lord.
know, fucking what else is dead? Oh, the MCU is already toast. You can forget that. And hopefully we can have something with DC, but who knows? We got to see if Shazam is a Black Adam is, you know,
I,
was it worth
I,
the wait?
I,
I'm
I
not totally convinced. I mean, certain things I'm just like, okay, it's all right, but I'm not, you
y'all
know,
gonna have to no, y'all gonna have to tell me because I'm not
yeah,
really a DC head, so it's not enough to.
I just want the Snyderverse.
It's not. It's not
I just want the
Aquaman.
Snyderverse. That's
It's
all I
not
want.
Aquaman.
No,
So
it's not. Well, yeah, obviously. Shoot, they gave the Rock 20 years behind this stuff, so I'm just wanting the Snyderverse. That's all I want. Everything
I hear
else
you.
is just like
I hear
if
you.
it's good, I'll rock with it. But
I hear you.
whew,
All right,
let's
y'all
go.
ready to
We ready? We ready?
relive some
Oh,
of this
live this super episode. God damn.
going on. So let's see. So we start out in out
Mm-hmm.
here in Driftmark.
Yep.
Apparently the sea
That
snake.
was Baylor, right? That was Baylor, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So that's Bela over there to the right of her grandma. And apparently word on the street is the sea snake is gravely injured, possibly mortally wounded, but they can't say for sure if he's alive or not. And that absence is
It's been 6 years. He hasn't been in the
yeah.
drip mark. He hasn't been drip mark in 6 years.
So, the vultures are kind of circling.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's speaking
Especially that vulture.
speaking of vulture,
That
I
vulture right
can't
there. Look at
stand
him.
this dude.
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
like him from the day he was introduced. I
Lorena.
can't freaking stand it.
Lorena, the episode before that, he's sitting up here, you know, giving the eulogy to Lena, and he's speaking High Valerian. Now everybody can't understand that was there High Valerian, but the Targaryens and the Valerians know. So they sitting up there, and our blood is pure, and it should not be diluted. And
Dana was
Damon
like,
looked at him and said, "You dumb motherfucker! You know I understand what you're saying. I know what you're talking about." So he already has this little air of superiority. Sure, even Lanor called him out. You're a complainer, man. Every time I turn around, you always complaining about something. It ain't nothing new here. Ain't nothing new here. You just know that his brother's gone. The wife is sitting on the throne. I'm the brother, so that throne should be passing to me because Lanor kids are a bunch of bastards.
we gonna get into that because that scene, I kid you not,
Mm-hmm.
because
Oh yeah,
John Ware
we got
Jr. will
time.
tell you, because we were watching it on Scener, because I always watch it at 10 o'clock on Sundays.
Yeah.
And and we were gonna get into the scene, but let's put it this way:
Right.
the more I saw stuff going on, I'm like, who gonna smoke this fool? Because he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it. He's gonna say it.
Look, he couldn't even hold his tongue in this one, so I wasn't surprised. Dude was off the rocker anyway. But keep going.
Ooh.
You go because you look at his face. He
He
has that
is
smug, entitled look on his face, like, bitch, you're sitting on my chair.
exactly,
You're sitting
exactly.
on my chair.
You
My
know
brother's
this
not here. He
belongs to
probably dead.
me.
He probably in the ocean right now, just worming the worms.
This is
So,
mine. I have this blood.
mm-hmm.
Give me what belongs to me right now. And it seems he's been circling for years, this
Right.
freaking dude. This freaking dude. This freaking guy. Yeah, because he was like,
He got a
wait
chest
for
all
it.
pumped. He got a chest all pumped up, man. Like he's ready to concoct Rainy. He's ready to concoct Rainy off the door. I'm ready to knock you the fuck out.
Damn, he's entitled and he's and he's right. So in the absence of his so wait, so it should pass to his okay, all right. Even though we know the kid's bastards, we do know that. But
No, but
still.
Rainey's told him no. Corliss said that he was going to pass the line over to Baylor,
Yes.
and this was his wishes. And he's
Yes.
looking at her, bitch.
I
That
know,
wasn't
like
on paper. I ain't never heard that.
this
It's
is
6 years
news to
now.
me.
You're 6 years gone. Now all of a sudden you telling me this dumb shit, and I'm supposed to believe you?
That's what cracked me up. He
When
was
was
just
there you
like,
go.
how dare you
His face is like,
insinuate?
oh really? Like when did you thought you was going to tell me that my brother wanted to pass the line over like year one or maybe year three? You waited till year 6 to drop this on me right now. I'm looking crisp and clean with my clothes on. I'm ready to take the throne. You must be out your goddamn mind. You know what? I'm taking this shit to Kingsland. I ain't standing for this shit. Yep.
Dang, that just cracked me up. I just like his whole freaking attitude. Like, how dare you tell me?
Oh yes.
How
His
dare
body
you
language.
keep this from me? Ugh. So I was like, I couldn't stand this dude before. And I just love how she just like,
Rainey's held the ground though. Rainey's held the ground. He's
yeah,
like, look, dude, we're not budging. I'm gonna follow my Lord husband's instructions. He wanted this to go through Baylor's line. All right. Now we ain't gonna speak the unmentionables about Lena's children.
yeah, we
That's
ain't
not
gonna
even
talk about
we
that.
ain't even gonna talk about that. Okay. So if my husband says this is going to Baylor, this is going to Baylor. I'm his wife. He's not. We haven't heard no Ravens talking about he's already dead. He's just been injured, gravely injured.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what's going on. So we gotta wait and see. And the brother was sitting up like, well, fuck, wait and see it. I'm gonna head. Oh shit, Ninja, beautiful, beautiful. That was. Oh yes, spot on, sir. Spot on.
Oh,
Y'all guys in the chat are the real heroes. All
I
right,
have
y'all got
the most
everything locked down from memes to
fire
all
chat.
your words and your and your vision of what you see in this episode. Yeah, it's a beautiful journey. Beautiful journey.
It truly
Dragonstone.
is. Yes, I love how it looks. And I'm like, what's Damon doing digging in there? And then saw the dragon eggs. So apparently, oh my gosh, Strax, I think Rhaenyra's
Cyrax.
dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cyrax.
yeah. Had produced like 3 eggs.
3 eggs.
So
Yep.
he went and grabbed like those 3. So I thought that was cool actually. Because
I
before we used to
love the
just see the eggs, but now kind of like where they're from and what dragon they happen to be
I
they
like
happen
that.
to be from. So
I
I like
love the Valerian dragon keepers. I
I
love
do like them. Hey, good to see you. Says hello, everyone. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Yeah, I like the dragon. What are they? They run the Dragon Keep. Is that who they are? What's their official title? I forget who they.
well, they're the dragon keepers from what
Okay.
I've heard. So
Okay. I love that they speak High Valerian and we learn more about the dragon and the connection
Hmm.
between the dragon and the dragon, and the dragon rider. Because
Right.
with Game of Thrones, it was kind of nebulous, like here's the dragon blowing fire and whatnot. And that
Hmm.
was it. But
But see,
here
there
we
was
get to
no
know more.
dragons up until well, no, there was no dragons up until Daenerys hatched her three, and
Mm-hmm.
even then they were babies. But the show never showed you what life was really like when
Exactly.
the Targaryens was at their heyday, where they was at full strength. So having dragon tamers, or not even so much dragon tamers, but dragon keepers to to shepherd them into the dragon pit and
Yeah.
give them their food and their space to walk and this, that, whatever. And obviously, the dragons respond to the language of Valeria,
Yes.
and that
Yes.
probably is kit and kin to how the dragon lords actually knows how to control them.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever magic that they produce, whatever blood that they shared with the dragons that's mixed with magic, that was the key for them even controlling them, even understanding them. And when they get hurt, the dragon hurts. So it's
Mm-hmm.
a symbiotic relationship between between dragon and dragon rider. You know,
Okay.
that's how Amon caught
Mm-hmm.
Vagar. You know,
Slytherin Hobbit says, are those the three eggs that Danny will get in Game of Thrones?
That's a good question because they said that the dragons died out during Aegon the Third
Mm-hmm.
reign, but there may have been dragon eggs that was there, petrified, couldn't do nothing with it. You wasn't Targaryen, so it was passed along and whatever, whatever. Because they do say a lot of the dragon eggs just don't hatch.
Yeah, don't hatch. Because
Mhm.
wasn't it because Danny was so obsessed with the eggs and it was just like they're probably not gonna hatch.
Mhm.
Which
The
is
god.
why it was so mind-blowing when, she comes out of the fire and three dragons that
Mhm.
she has with her.
Yep. I was sitting up here like, fuck this show. You killed my man Sean Bean. Fuck this show. This show sucks. Three dragons come out. Well, maybe I better
Mhm.
not turn it off just yet. Let me just see.
I, d- I was heartbroken. What happened to Cal Drogo? I'm like, I freaking hate y'all. Hate
Mm-hmm.
this freaking show. Oh, Three Dragons. Okay, all right, I'm back
All right,
now.
let's see. Continue, sir. Continue.
Sounds like Starks and the Dire Wolves. I like the
Yes,
Dire
John
Wolves.
Ware.
I
That's
thought they were
exactly it.
cool. I
Whatever
thought they were
magic
cool.
from the children of the forest, they're deep with the first men. These
Hmm.
things can happen.
But I loved seeing Nera
Jacarius, I
and her
got
boys.
Jacarius. That's Jacarius.
Yeah, the oldest boy.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Jacarius. Now he's trying to talk his little high Valerian and whatnot. I said, "Go ahead, young blood.
That
You
was so
may be a
he was on it. He's just like, I'm trying to he's like, I have to preserve the old traditions. Like that was
mm-hmm.
his attitude. Like he was determined to get it. And his mother's telling him, Rhaenyra's like, you're not gonna get high Valerian in one
Yeah,
day.
in one state, but she was so admiring her son's determination.
Yes, because he
You
was
know,
like, oh, I
even
keep
though he was a
screwing up. Try it again.
I know he's a bastard, but he's trying to. He's like, I know people talk about me or whatever, whatever, but I'm half Targaryen regardless. So if I can speak the language, I'm
Hmm.
gonna be somebody. And yeah,
Exactly.
you know what strikes me of Jacaerys? He seems like he's the only stable mentally, the mentally stable one, the man that can see certain things before they happen. He's
Hmm.
quiet. He's very observant, and he don't run his mouth. He's playful with his brothers and stuff. And even to a certain extent, later on in the episode, he's trying to do the right thing in Bond, but he knows what
Yeah.
happened, especially with Amon. So
Hmm.
he's trying, but he just seems like he's the most stable of the lot.
He
Even if that says something.
Yeah, he's the less likely to go off right away
Hmm.
out of all of the grandkids,
Yeah.
So he's more of like the diplomat until you go too freaking far and then it's like,
That's
all
it.
right, I gotta put my
Hmm.
foot in your
That's
ass,
exactly it.
So then they,
That's why she gave him the nickname Jace. And I said, yeah, I can dig it.
hey, Demogenizes. Hail, Chad. Good seeing
Salute, brother.
you. The Dark
Good to
Council
see you.
brothers. Good to see you here.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see all my brothers this Wednesday coming up. It's gonna be crazy.
Holy nuts. Oh, love it. So, yeah, they get word about what's going on in King's Landing.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, and that was coming from Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
Baylor was like, yes, let me give y'all the heads up. My what's his uncle? I guess Corliss. No, Corliss. No, that's a great uncle, I think. Because Corliss is the brother, Lena is the daughter, so that would be his niece. So yeah, great uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Great uncle. So my great uncle is kind of bugging out, and he's probably gonna head over to King's Landing and try to petition to take over Driftmark from my grandmother. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do or say, but I'm just letting y'all know. So we never get a wind of this, and it's like, motherfucker. So, but they already there ruling like they own the joint,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, we ain't heard nothing from my dad, or what's going on.
Nothing. It's just been like
Damon was like,
for years.
well, we got to find out what's going on then. Up to King's Landing now.
Mm-hmm. He's like, let's roll. Let's
Let's
go.
roll.
Let's roll out.
Now, when you see the princess of Dragonstone, the heir to the throne, come there, you're supposed to have, the welcoming party. You're welcoming
Right.
the future ruler of Westeros. And then they come out the cat, not a goddamn soul is there. Just
Nothing.
one dude screaming out, and here she is, Her Highness, the Princess Reina Targaryen, Princess of Dragonstone, heir to the Iron Throne, where nobody around. And it's like, oh, so this is wow. Oh,
That's how you
okay.
treat me?
That's how you greet me and my husband. All right. You're already starting off with a bad foot.
Yeah, no. It's just like you know you're wrong. You know you're wrong, and we know whose fault it is
Mm-hmm.
that that
But
you're
they played
wrong.
it cool. They played it cool. Now
Yeah.
they walking down the hall and
You're
everything.
just
And
like, all right, it's
here it
okay.
goes.
It's okay.
They got the the High Sparrow insignia. High Sparrow insignia. Oh God, the light of the seven.
And that's what somebody had to remind me. I think it was John Ware Jr. I was like, this the seven. What did it?
That's with
Oh,
the
the
High
one Cersei
Sparrow.
had to
Yeah,
handle. I
you
said,
remember
okay.
the good old days in Game
Yeah.
of Thrones. The High Sparrow, the High Septon was in the brothel. He was like, "What do you want to?" With? I said, "I think I'll choose the maiden. Let me get the crown there." Ooh, that stranger looking good. And then he busted in the thing, and he was butt ass. He was like, "Hey, what's going on here? I'm the High Septon." You're carousing with whores there, High Septon.
I know.
Said, no, I'm not. I was there to give friendly advice. Trying to bring them back into the light, these heathens.
It's like, come on
And
now.
he told the dude, he was like, the stranger would be a little bit extra High Septon. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you, man, that was some good. So now they rolling with their peoples now. God damn! Look at a 7-pointed star.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well put some bling on that shit.
Out there. I was having some Flavor Flav flashbacks because
my girl is rocking the jewels.
all of it without freaking apology whatsoever. So it's just like you already know.
And
Things
this
are
shit was
different.
like going through the thing with the small council trying to the Jason Lannister was Ty no, it was Tylen I can't remember. Wait a minute. Yeah, Tylen Lannister. Yeah, Tylen Lannister was sitting up here like, I don't know what we're gonna do, man, but we got to do something because this thing over in the Stepstones is not going away. And blah. Beesbury was sitting over like, well, we got to do something. I mean, goddamn. And it's like, all right, well, you know what, my lords, I got to get up. This chick right here, I got to get up and Welcome our guest.
I know,
I
right?
was just sitting there still and
Right.
everything like.
Like, I guess I better go and freaking do it. It's a
Yep.
hard job. Somebody got to do it. Hey, Demajin, I thank you so much for the $5 super chat, my dear. So do appreciate it. Says, have to take that check. Abu called it. House of the Dragon is straight fire. I can't wait to talk about this with y'all. Dark Council Live, 8:30 this Wednesday on Drunk Free Pio's Basement.
Yep.
You know we're gonna break this episode down
Oh
even
yeah, and like I
further than
said,
Dark
I'm
Council.
the songs that I'm normally I put down for here. I'm putting it all into Dark Council so everybody can really get the flavor because we are talking about House of the Dragon regularly, so it just makes sense. So and because I missed episode 7, so now I had to condense both episode 7 and 8 into one song, which I'm glad that I got it done. So I got everything ready. I wish I could put the clips in, but I'm not going to be able to have time to do that. But maybe there will be a remix if I can get one of the kings of the Legion of Memes to give me a hand to put some clips on there to follow that. So, but that'll be something a little bit later on down the line, you know.
Okay.
But
All
but
right.
yeah, I called this months ago. Wait, what 3-4 months ago before this thing
You
started. I had
yeah,
it in here. I knew it was going to be fire. I
you
knew
called
it.
it. I'm just like I'm just Team Targaryen, so I need this to be good. I'm like
Yeah,
I need this to be good. I'm so pissed with how Danny went out. I need this show to be good.
right.
And
The beautiful
whew,
thing is that this particular story has a beginning, a middle, and an end already
mhm,
set. So you can't mess it up with so much. And since they sticking close to the source material, but there is one more character that they I guess did not put in there because
mhm.
Viserys and Alicent didn't have 3 children; they had 4. You know,
Oh,
the
okay.
youngest one is Daron,
Okay.
Daron the Daring. Now, when he was growing up, now the only reason we don't see him, and I'm hoping that's what it is that in the books, Daron is outside of Aegon. Aegon is a nutcase, you know.
Yeah.
Aemon is the badass that he is. And Helena, she's beautiful, she's kind, she's considerate, but kind of simple-minded.
Yeah,
Daron,
she's very,
no, she's
she's
she's like a hippie, more or less.
yeah, that's exactly what she
And
is. You
and you know
nailed
what?
it.
And that's fine. As far as the youngest one, Daron was intelligent, very intuitive, something like Jacary's, you
Mhm.
know. But he was the only one that really got along with Rhaenyra's children. As a matter of fact, he was really advocating that we gotta heed what our father says, But everybody else was doing whatever they wanted to do. Now he, under the advisement of Otto Hightower, was like send him over to Old Town so he could be, a cupbearer for his
Mhm.
his big brother, the Lord of Old Town, and learn all the particulars and stuff like that. Now he has a dragon. Daron has a dragon,
Mhm.
which yeah, his dragon was Tessia or Teresian.
Mhm.
So he took his dragon and he flew out there. Now when he was born, him and Jace are pretty much the same age. Now that's in the books. Now he wasn't featured in a lot of the stuff that was going down initially, and I'm probably thinking, all right, so maybe they'll say Daron
Mhm.
for maybe season 2 and up because he plays a big part of the war going forward. Well, not a big part, but certain important
Mhm.
parts of that war, he's there. So I don't know how they're gonna try to do it. They're gonna substitute him with somebody else because it doesn't make sense. Because, like I said, Prince of Dragonstone in certain battles with Daron and
Right.
his dragon. Maybe they may switch it to somebody else. I don't know, but I'm
Mhm.
hoping that they could solve that mystery. But either
Mhm.
way, just on the context of anything, just as long as
Mhm.
the main story progresses the way it
Right.
should, I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
It's just for us as a book reader, and I
yeah.
know some of y'all are book readers there. You know what I'm talking about. So, but we'll see. We'll
I
see.
loved this scene. I'm trying not to get claimed here, but when they finally
Oh,
see her father, and
oh
it's
man.
not, you don't see it right away, and I love that they did this. You did not see Viserys right away, but you know after all that time has passed and how much he's just degenerated from when we last saw him. It's like, what does he look like now?
Yeah,
And they see him, and he's just a shell of his former self, and you
yeah.
can just see, in Rhaenyra's face, and you can see in Damon's face. It's just like, I just
Damon's face is more of the telling because all the years that they fought back and forth and everything else, and he's not feeling the pity or I'm feeling sorry for my brother. He loves his brother, and it's killing him to see him like this.
mm-hmm.
That's why he's sniffing the cup and this, that, whatever. He's trying to make sure there ain't no foul play going
Yeah.
on in there because it just seems like every time they actually do shit, but it's been 6 years. So everybody was just living their lives, but the Viserys was just getting older and his
Mm-hmm.
health kept deteriorating. So by the time they see him like this, and it's like, come on. Who's up here? Where's these maesters? You giving them milk of the poppy and you just gonna let them slide there? You know what I'm saying? While y'all sit up here and redecorate the fucking house. And that was,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, when what's her face came in, but I know Rhaenyra was just
it
heartbroken
was
seeing
it
that
was
happen.
just when her seeing her father like that,
Yeah,
and I love how, she was just, first he didn't quite recognize who she was, and
yeah,
then he finally recognized who she was, and then she brings the grandchildren.
yeah,
When he finds out that one of them is named after him,
yeah.
and he
There,
just like, it's like he perks up and he's just
yeah.
like, yes, that's
He
a
said
fine,
yes.
fine
He
name
tried
for a
to
king.
touch him and he said, "Oh, Viserys, that's a name for a king." And
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sitting up here giggling. It's like, yeah, you're right, because he is going to be king of the Iron Throne in about
Mm-hmm.
maybe another 29, 30 years. No, maybe
Yep.
yeah, 30 or maybe 35 years.
I love that. And
Unfortunately, that little baby is going to produce a Satan and a Jesus.
the nut job.
That little boy right there, ladies and gentlemen, you look at this little boy Viserys.
Sarah's.
He's going to have three children. His son, his eldest son is Aegon. That's the devil.
Oh.
His second born son, Aemon, that's the Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Those two people are going to be influential to everything Game of Thrones going forward, in terms of their character, their personality, and what they did with their lives. So
Mm-hmm.
looking at baby Viserys, and he held the kingdoms together for 15, maybe 16 years, helping his other brother,
Mm-hmm.
Aegon, to rule the kingdoms, and he helped their sons rule the kingdom. Viserys literally held the throne together, literally. And then when he finally took the throne, he only lived only a year, and then he passed away. But he was very elderly by that time. That's how long he's been hand of the king. He was hand of the king for
Wow.
three kings until he took the throne. You
Wow.
know, so yeah,
It's
I could see how happy Viserys is because at least his grandson did good things for the realm.
mm-hmm.
His children not so much. Well, his child not so much.
I'm glad he did too, Frank Citrus, because he's like, he was ailing, but when he heard the name, that the baby's name, well, first of all, that Rhaenyra had more children, so obviously he was
Hmm.
happy about that. But to
Yep,
find out that one of them was named after him is just,
beautiful.
he was just so
And
happy.
I'm just
And yes, Soul Assassin, he freaking
he
does.
can't get an Oscar because
He
it's
can
it's
get an he can get an Emmy, right?
yeah, the Emmy is the equivalent of the television Oscar.
Yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, he got to get that. If they don't get that, that's a travesty.
We
That's a
riot.
travesty of justice.
We riot
We
because
riot.
just
Yep.
his not, well, yeah, disintegration, and you can see at each stage how he
Hmm.
played it, and he's still still trying to keep the peace, even
Mm-hmm.
though he's got, a wife who's just,
Oh
I've
my
just
God,
freaking
look at this chick
had
right here.
it. She's got,
Ever seen?
Aegon who
Mm-hmm.
just, mm,
Aegon is, but like I said, his personality really didn't change when he was a teenager. He liked women and he liked wine. That's
mm-hmm,
pretty much it. That's all he cares about: women and wine.
that's
You know.
it. That's it. To the point where he'll just violate whoever,
Mm-hmm.
and I almost thought they were gonna whack her, but they're like, no, here's some money,
Yeah.
and
Here's the medieval plan B.
yeah,
Take this
take
and
this
let's
tea,
get this shit over with.
precautions.
You know,
Like,
don't
okay,
don't don't. Yeah, I know, but he tried to rape me. Yeah, I know. Aegon could be a little
yeah,
bit
I
pushy, but it
know.
wasn't like you didn't fight it, but so much. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You just got caught. you
She was
know.
manipulative as hell. They
Hmm.
won't believe
Yeah,
you. They
because it
won't
wasn't
be as
because it really
trusting
wasn't the
as me.
scratches on Aegon when she woke him up and get your lazy butt up here. That he was looking just like he was then. So I know some of this was consensual, but it was almost like, okay, well, somebody must have told on him. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? I tried to fight it, but all right, but he's the prince. He can't fight for so much, you know.
Hmm.
So and like I said, if the prince is not pleased with you, you can say this traitorous wench
Yup.
off with her head.
And that would be the end
That'd
of
be the end of that.
that.
Yeah. So the mother
So
is sympathetic to her because nobody don't want, no man pushed up on her and stuff like that. And she understands, she hates the fact that it's her own son that's being the
she
dastardly
told
bastard that
him,
he is.
"You are no son of mine." He's just like, "What?"
I know he got up, he's scratching his ass. He's like, what, mom? God damn, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm only having fun. I'm only
I'm
having fun,
just,
mom. I
I'm
mean,
just
shit, I
trying
do
to
everything. And
party,
that's when
you know.
Aegon just pour his heart out. It's like, God damn, mom, I always do everything for you. Every time you come up here, you tell me to do this, you tell me to do that. I'm gonna go up there and do this for your family. Come on, man. Shit, you made me marry my sister, and I wasn't. She's a fucking idiot. I don't want to. I didn't want to marry her. Why don't you throw it at Amon? Amon would have done it. I just want to chill. I just want to chill, get my drink on, get my smoke on,
He
and bang
he
some chicks. That's all I want to do. I don't want to
he's
throw.
such a freaking stoner when I look
He was a
at
stoner. That's exactly what Aegon is. He's a stoner. I don't want they keep pushing that you gotta rule Aegon. You like that. That's Rhaenyra's throne. I don't want this shit. I'm just chilling.
I
What do
just
you want
wanna
from my life? That's exactly Aegon. Aegon is sitting up here like, I can't even catch a fucking break, man. I can't even bang no broads. I can't do this. What do you want me to do? I know, Aegon. I know. I
he
know.
it's just
You
he
just want to have
just
fun.
no he
Yeah.
just wanna party. That's all he wanna do, you know.
I
But
feel
it's
your
just
pain, Aegon, but sometimes when you're the prince and your mom is under pressure thinking that Rhaenyra's going to chop off her head when daddy dies.
mhm. Yep.
you,
Yep.
you got to think on your feet.
Dang, this dress was fly though. I oof paid attention to stuff like that. I'm like the costume design on
Yeah,
this show
costume designs is beautiful.
is
Oh my goodness. I
just
just love
on point.
Rhaenyra and Damon. Damon sitting in that seat and he holding his wife's hand. Like they royalty. Their whole style is royalty from top to bottom. Top to bottom.
Absolutely. I
And
love
I
it.
just love the way they get at Allison at every time. Yeah. All right. Well, what about the Targaryen heraldry? That thing was in here in place because this is our house. You got that 7-pointed star bullshit. Well, we need more religion. What the fuck did you're the wife. You are not a Targaryen. You gave birth to Targaryens, true, but this is a house. And then the fact that you don't meet any of us in the thing, so that
Hmm.
yeah, you can't be all that happy to see us, and
Leave
we
us just
know
out
this
there.
behind this. It's over, but they playing nice, and yes, my love, of course, she's very busy with council stuff, but you got my dad in the bed by himself suffering, and The only thing you fucking do is give them milk of the
The
poppy.
poppy, and we know how addictive that crap
Yeah,
is.
that is right. Well, may the Father forgive you for for the harsh words that you said to me. And then she left. I was like, oh, this chick is really full of herself. For real, for real.
Uh, I tell you. As for what I think about Allison Hightower, I know the more that actress plays that role, the
She
more
playing the
I
role
freaking
good.
hate that chick,
Yeah, she
which
playing the
tells
role
me
good.
she's good.
She's good. She's good. So, and we was worried about the older actresses coming in from the younger ones that was doing such a great job. They ain't
Mm,
even miss a beat. I mean, I
not
still
one.
remember the younger actress, but now it's like I'm trying to follow the story. These girls, these two ladies are killing it. They killing it.
Every single scene, they just
Hmm.
killed it. Apparently, Simp Boy is still around, Sir Kristen.
Oh, of course, of course. He has to be around, you know. He's simping for the queen right now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He got his heart broken. He wished those bastards was his son.
Should have been mine. I should
Should
have
have been
been the
mine. That's what he
daddy.
was thinking. That was his thinking. It should have been mine. I smashed them cheeks first. You know, I'm the one that broke how should we say that? How should we say we broke the mold on that? Now you got Harwin Strong sitting up here laughing and giggling and
Mm-hmm.
smashing Rhaenyra cheeks, and we could have been over at the narrow seas selling oranges and cinnamon,
Oranges and
living in
cinnamon.
a modest hut. Oh no, bring that. Yep, no, 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 bring that back. Let me
Which
see
one?
my boy. Let me. All right, here we go. Look at my boy. Now,
This
see,
dude.
see. I told people from the jump. I'm Team Black, but I read the books. I already know Team Green got their nuclear weapon, and that's that man right there, Aemon Targaryen, the One Eye, the Sapphire Prince. This man is baby Damon almost on steroids. He's going to, he's not even, you ain't even see how ruthless this man is. You're going to see it though, especially in season 2. You're going to see it.
And you
But
can see just with how we see him
his mannerisms,
interact, and especially after he got Vagar, and now you see him, he's not the cowering little brother
no,
anymore. He is a force to be freaking reckoned with now.
yes, beast. Now, he was had the rock when he was a boy, when he claimed Vagar, had this man had him by his throat. And he's like, yeah, we're going to say now, Boston. My man, either Baylor or the sister hit him. Nicole cocked him in the side.
Hmm.
Amon came here with the Mike Tyson right hook. Later. So I said, okay, they really shaping Amon to be that man that you don't fuck around with.
Hmm.
And now his sword play, did see when he was up there tapping this, that,
Yep.
whatever, my man picked up the skills on a higher scale. After he got Vagar, it was lights out on these bastards. And that even Kristen Cole and like, whoa, 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 my prince. Okay, okay. He did some super move like this and
Hmm.
fast. And had him like, oh, well, and then he saw he saw Jace and Lucaris. So he was like, oh, my prince, would you like? He said, I don't give a shit about that. Nephews,
Yep.
you come here to spar? You come here to train? They were sitting up there like this. Do we say anything?
Uh,
He was like, no. Holy shit. had them stressed. Had them both stressed. And then here come your boy, the Mr. I need the drift mark thrown.
Hey, Ginger Ninja, thank you so much, my dear. Yeah, definitely check out the rewind. Thanks for
Yeah,
being here. Thank
get on the
you.
rewind, Ginger. Get on the rewind.
This dude, I can't wait to see well, first of all,
Yeah.
later on, he behaved exactly as I thought
Oh no.
he was gonna
And I
behave.
recognized him. I said, wait a minute, that's my boy from The Last Kingdom. He played
I think I saw
the
that.
son of Uhtred. He was the son of Uhtred, but and he became like a priest. But he was pretty good, with a weapon, but not so much. But he was such a great character, and I said to myself, why does he look familiar? And then it
Mhm.
just hit me. But Helena was also in that Netflix show, The Last Kingdom. She was some princess. So they bring an alumni
Mhm.
because that show was so good. It had six, what was it, 5 or 6 seasons, but it was so good. That show was The Last Kingdom. I highly recommend
Wow.
people go and watch that. The show is over, but they're doing a movie to wrap things up. But yeah, now that I seen him, I was like, oh shoot, well now he's really in relishing the villainous role.
Mhm.
In The Last Kingdom, he was a good guy. And he played a very wonderful good guy, very compassionate, this, that, whatever. But now I'm seeing him in another light. And that's probably why I'm even more hyped up for him. It's like, holy shit, this is a scene I ain't never seen of this dude. And I watched him for 5, 6 seasons.
This dude is just straight up crazy.
hmm
Crazy.
Yeah, Reina, and then Rhaenyra tried to sell her the thing. Yeah, let's have my children and your children, your grandchildren get
Mhm.
together so we can solidify the bonds and stuff. And Rainey wasn't even going for it because she felt like it was desperation, you know.
Yeah, like you're only talking to me because it's the last
hmm
thing, the only option
That
that
you
you
even
have
had,
you've
right?
left.
Because you felt like, without Viserys really making the point, she's gonna get drowned out by all the other noise from her house and
Mhm.
old boy's brother, Corliss's brother, now running his mouth like, well, I need the drift with the drift mark throne. So if you give it to me, hand of the king in Hightower, then I'm gonna be kind of rolling with y'all. So it's
Right.
all about who's making the connections. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
yeah,
She's like, you tried my granddaughter out here, but that's not gonna get you any favors
yeah,
from me.
exactly. And Rhaenyra kind of knew it, when she
Mhm.
denied her, and then she was like, ugh, you know. It's all the politics right now.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm just gonna be screwed. And Bernice
Shit,
is
she
like,
felt the need to rearrange the whole Targaryen castle like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, yo, we ain't even gonna have a place to live.
mm-mm, none whatsoever. Darth Plato says, I think Corliss is coming back. People are going to get effed up. I thought it was him coming back later on, but I
Oh,
was
when you
even
saw
more
him,
surprised who showed up
I know,
instead.
homie. Oh my God, let's see his face when he walked in the door. Did we pass that? I think we passed.
I don't think we got to. We didn't get to that part yet because she went to go see her
Well,
father
when they
again,
opened up the door and everybody walking in,
and everybody walking in, and you
he
thought,
walking in the
"Oh,
front like,
I bet you." I bet you that's. I said, "Is that the sea snake? Is that the sea
no,
snake?"
the
And then
sea snake brother,
you
and
saw
then
it.
and Jason and Luke, they were sitting up there, the Jacaerys and Lucerys, they was looking at him like, oh, this is the one that hates us. Jesus
I
Christ, he's
know,
coming in
not
here.
this freaking dude. Just,
And
I just
Rhaenyra broke
can't.
down.
Her,
Rhaenyra
her.
broke down because she was trying to plead to her father that, you know, I need help. I need you to help me. But at the
Mhm.
time, he looked so out of it.
And
But
she
I think,
said, is it true? Is
mhm,
that I need to know, is the prophecy true?
yeah,
You know, that after I'm paraphrasing, after the long
because she
winter, the son, the prince that was
the prince that
promised.
was promised, because he kept telling her it is your duty to hold the secret and bring it to the next king that is
Yep.
after you. You have to promote the fact that you're not just ruling the kingdoms and keeping everybody safe. You're ruling and preparing each of the realm to face the evil in the north that will
Mm-hmm.
be coming. Aegon foresaw it. Every other king knows that this is something you have to be on point with. So when they were
Mm-hmm.
sitting up here like, if you really want me to do this, Dad, then let me know. because everybody else is getting ready to do something fucking different and leave me
Mm-hmm.
out in the cold. If you want me to be queen, to rule these lands,
And he
help
was
me
just,
get me up back on top because I'm losing over here.
and it's so hard because he's not lucid, and she's just like, I need you. She's just like, I need you to
Mm-hmm.
tell me. I need you
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna lose everything.
Yeah.
And that prophecy, I need to know if that prophecy is true, so I know I really have to fight for this, and I need you
Right.
to help me to fight for this. But it was heartbreaking when
It was.
he just couldn't understand, and this was so painful when they just keep doing this to his back, and he was
Uh-huh.
just like, I can't do this. He's
It's just
just
he was so
so,
much pain. And then Otto Hightower like, look at the puppy. Look at the
what's that?
puppy. And he was like,
Need
no.
a hit?
Yeah. No milk of the poppy. Otto Hightower. Look at the puppy. I know
He's
it
like,
hurts
no,
though. Look at the puppy.
no.
Here you go. Feel better. He said no.
It was crazy, but he's just like, no, I need one last dinner
Mm-hmm.
with my family. But Hightower's like, all right, now we gonna get this party started.
Yeah, look at this smug ass
I
sitting on the
speak for the
throne.
king.
I speak for the king of all matters here and those
Hmm.
going forward. I was
Yes,
like, this motherfucker.
I know. Like, who the who the frick is this dude? That he's just like, nope, nope, nope. And then
Look
we
at this
got
dickhead
Vayman.
right here. Look at him. He's sitting up here like, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna speak my piece. All right.
Mm.
Everybody left and right. Here go the high the greens, the blacks. Everything is just perfectly set up. But Rhaenyra felt like, damn, the deck is stacked against me because you got this dude petitioning to the hand of the king, who's pretty much the father of my mortal enemy,
Hmm.
who's basically ruling the kingdoms under my father's name, and I can't do shit about it, you know? And this may be a big blow because if something happens and I can't take the throne and I can't get the support, I'm stuck, you know? And I think, and she was thinking that Allison really played her part right, and there's nothing I can do.
Not a
So
freaking thing
look at this
that she
smug
could
little
do.
bastard. Look at him. He's like, now I'm on top. Yeah, Rhaenyra, I saw you got me fired, but just like but just like 50 Cent getting shot 9
Yup.
times, I survived,
I'm
bitch.
back.
And now I'm thriving. Booked in the club, sipping on bub.
Just like, yeah. I got this. I got all this.
Poor Rhaenyra.
And
She just
Rhaenyra's just like, I just don't know. And then this fool,
this
I
dude running his mouth reckless. He was like, listen,
totally.
I listen. This is what it is. Corliss may not come back. Now we all know the elephant in the room, but I have a duty as the son, as the Valerian pureblood, that I need to keep this house under the rightful name of the Valarians, blah, 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 blah. And I need your help to secure that so I can go and see if my brother is alive and blah, 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 you know. But you, Mr. Hightower, you the man with the plan. You got the badge for the last. Let me know what you need to do because I will support you, brother. I will support. You know, the Greens are sitting up here like, high five. They
Hmm.
ready. So he was listening to him. He was like, okay, whatever. But then your boy, even though he was feeling himself, saying little digs to Rhaenyra and everything, and you know, it's like, come on now, come on. But yeah, when
And
all
you
seemed lost,
all seemed lost. And I heard the doors open. I said, oh, the sneeze steak is alive,
that's what I was
right?
thinking.
And you saw the king come walking in.
But I love how they announced it. I love
Oh,
how the doors open and they announce it. Here comes King Viserys, the first of his name. King of the Andals, the Roanar, and the first man, Lord of the
Mm-hmm.
Seven Kingdoms, and protector of the realm. He's just, it's slow, but that's the king. Here
But
goes
that,
Otto Hightower. What the fuck?
I know
Oh,
he looked
come
like, what you
on.
doing out of
He was
bed?
like, yo, what, milk of the
What you
poppy wasn't working? What the hell? But
what you doing? And just that slow, it needed to be that slow. So
of
I'm
course.
glad they did it and saw just how much of a struggle that it was because he was determined because I'm the king.
Mhm.
I want to get to my throne. No, I don't need help. No, I don't, I don't need help doing it. But here's something that I want to point out. The scene where his crown falls off of his head
Yeah,
and Damon picks it up. Do you know that that was not scripted?
it wasn't.
No. Matt Smith, that happened. Matt Smith picked it up and they just said, just keep the cameras rolling. That was completely improv,
Wow.
totally improv.
So that's what got everybody emotional, including myself, and
Yep.
improv. Like I said, these actors, when you catch a scene that could potentially be mind blowing, you just let it roll. You can always do the redo it and edit
Mhm.
the way you want it, but let cameras roll and let these people do what they naturally do. And this was
It,
peak.
it was so perfect. It's like you felt so bad because the crown fell off his head.
He was struggling
And
to get up the steps, but in my head, that scene before when Vanilla was crying her eyes out in front of, he heard her. He heard her, even though he couldn't really turn or whatever.
mhm.
In his good ear, he heard his daughter's her tears, her heartache, and he was there for his baby girl. He was there. It just gets me even emotional just talking
I
about it.
mean, she just looked like my daddy is here to save me. I didn't think anybody was going to save me. I didn't think he heard me. And sure enough,
He
he was
heard.
there and was going to make his way to the
He
Iron
heard.
Throne.
For any of us that are parents, the daughters and stuff, you could understand, that regardless of how our lives were and this, that, whatever, and I was all over the place. So having my girls was, as other ladies would say, that's your punishment for all the wild shit. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. They're still my babies, though, you know. And I feel their pain, and I want them to succeed, and I'm there for them because they are my legacy. Even though having a son would have been great, because my father had like 7 of us, so, and I'm the eldest. So we had a whole crew, and we held it down for pops. But when you're a parent and you see your legacy, what comes after you want to do good by that so they can remember you fondly. And it's not even so much as that. For Sarah's, as any dad, of daughters, you want them to be happy. You want them to be, and he told her this throughout the entire episodes, where he told her, you know what, I know I forced you into the thing, but you know what, marry
Mhm.
who you like. Marry who you
Be
want. I just
happy.
would be happy, but I want you to still stay on the path. And he always exalted her when, yeah, I know you made mistakes, but you'll learn. You will get this, and every time. So this is no different for Viserys. He just had to take the long way to come down here
Mhm.
and lay the fucking law down once and for all. Like, listen, I ain't dead yet, motherfuckers. All right, I'm not dead yet. This thing is gonna go through her. Period. End of discussion. I don't even know what the fucking problem is.
I
Are we
know. He's
talking
like,
to
I don't.
Hightower? Like Hightower's supposed to have all this thing? You
This
know
is
what I'm saying?
settled. What? Why are we going through this again? That was his whole attitude.
Yeah, yeah. But the way that he walked up the stairs, and it caught me by surprise. Damon right there for his brother, and he told the other guys, "I don't want no problem." Blah, 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 blah. And then he looked up, he saw
And it
his
was his
brother,
brother.
and it all just came crashing down. Now my mind was replaying their whole argument in episode 1. Why did you cut me so deep? Because I would protect you from who? From yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know He said, I will protect you. I will protect you. And it's like the fulfillment of everything Damon was saying. It was like, I'm not going to leave you to fall, brother. I'm not going to leave you to fall. We had our ups and downs, but that love was right there, man. And as a book reader, when Balon, talks about his sons and, Alyssa Targaryen, brother and sister wives, they had both Viserys and Daemon, and they
Mm-hmm.
all taught them, be good to each other, and be good to those in the Targaryen family that is your cousins. That's the thing with him and Aemon. Aemon and Balon was like this. They was inseparable. So that by a proxy, Rhaenys is always gonna ride for his
Right.
father's favorite, his little brother.
Right.
And who's the father of their little brother? Daemon and Viserys. So regardless of anything else, when
Mm-hmm.
when the scene actually now starts playing out, where Rainey said to Viserys that yes, well, Rhaenyra did come and offered her the hands of my daughter, my granddaughters to
Mm-hmm.
her sons in marriage to strengthen the bond of Targaryen and Valerian. Now this dude was like, what? Like, y'all
Bruh.
motherfuckers wasn't talking that nonsense. Yo, look at his face. He said,
This
really, really, y'all
smug
gonna go that route?
mofo was like,
Yo.
all right, let's really lay it out there. And
Y'all
you're
gonna
like,
go that route?
don't go
Okay.
there. Don't
Yep.
go there.
Yeah,
It's
that's what he was
treason to
saying. He was
say it.
like, oh, so y'all gonna play that role, huh? Okay. All right. All right. I see I'm gonna have to drop the nuclear bomb. Look at his smug
That
face. He really
they
thought that. Oh,
Princess Rhaenyra's children are illegitimate.
legitimate.
They are bastards. I'm like,
No, no,
oh,
but Damon was
shoot.
like, say it.
Say it.
God, say it. You know you want to say it. He was
We're all
goading him.
like, say it. We're
He
like,
was
say
like,
it.
"Do
Please
you
say
really
it.
want me to say it? You really want me to say it?"
We're all like, please say it. Because we know what's coming.
He
We
said, "Say it,
know
motherfucker.
what's
Say it."
coming. Say
He
it.
said, "Oh,
Just say it.
you think I don't want to say it? You think I won't say it, my dude? I will say, yeah.
Dude,
All right. There you
this
go.
this had to be one of the grossest scenes that I've seen, and I laughed for like 5
Yeah, but
minutes.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. We ain't even gonna get there yet. My man is sitting up there like, oh, you dare me? You dare me? Okay, let's do this, baby. Say it. Say it.
Say
Oh,
it.
and
Say it.
then he took a big breath. He said, bastard.
He
He shouted that shit
said
from
it.
the mountaintop. And then he wasn't finished. He said, they're bastards. And oh, one more thing, since you want to be an instigator, I got something for your ass. Not only are they a bunch of bastards, but Rhaenyra is a
Oh,
whore.
yeah.
My man.
I'm like,
I said,
now
yo, I give
that
this man so much
and you're right, John Ware
He
Jr.
said,
That
your
he
baby
went
girl is a
straight
whore.
Shakespearean. He went all the way with that.
Yo,
And
I was shocked he didn't say. I was shocked that he didn't even finish. He's like, you want to know why she's a whore?
or
Well, look, she let Christian Cole smash the She let,
I did.
she let some random dude smash them cheeks. Never mind that Damon almost had it like twice or 3 times before. Oh, oops! Was I supposed to
Y'all
say that?
have to watch when I do the watch parties on Cedar because that's the first time that I'm watching this episode. And John Ware Jr. was right. When dude took that sword to the head, I was like, and then I just started laughing because it was just like, yeah, all right,
Mm-hmm.
we done. I'm like, oh,
And then
oh,
before the hammer fell, he was like, "Oh, that felt good
I
getting that
know.
sword back there." Oh, I felt cleansed. I was cleansed. Feels
I
good
just,
calling that bitch a
I could
whore
not.
and these dirty dark haired bastards. And you
I
think you're
could
gonna take
not.
my driftwood throne? You think you're gonna take my throne? Y'all motherfuckers must be crazy. You do what you did. He pointing at Bizarre. You do what you do with your dirty ass house. All right, your whole house. You you do what you
He,
do. But for me,
oh,
I'm gonna do what the Valerians do, and then
that was it.
yeah, Viserys pulled out his blade, his old rickety ass. I'll shake you, motherfucker. I will shake your ass right now.
He was trying to
Give
go
me my
for it
cane.
too.
Give me my cane. I'm gonna walk down there. I'm gonna walk down here with my blade. I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. I said, God damn,
I
Viserys.
see.
Viserys was gangster. Even he
He,
basically on his way out. And
yep.
my man said, "You talk that way about my baby girl, I will shake you, motherfucker. I will shake."
I freaking loved all of
Yo,
that because they played that out. He said exactly what we knew he's been having pent up to say.
shit,
And
half of Westeros was pent up to say that. Dude, half of Westeros was sitting up there wanting to say that shit. Then the
Ooh.
last episode, they was like, "Who said this? These dirty rumors?" Amon was like, looked at his mother. The mother was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 don't mention my name."
Shut up.
And then he said, "It was Aegon." Aegon was like,
What?
"Wait a minute. Why me?" And what about you, boy? Did you say? Well, look at him, Dad. Look at him. Everybody knows. So Viserys was
I
like, you
just
know what? Fuck this. And anybody that says anything about my baby girl's parentage with the kids, gonna have their tongue removed. And he looked at Allison. Tongue gonna get removed. That's why Hightower was like, put the blade down, my daughter.
It sure was because I thought maybe he would get, run through and up the middle and whatnot, but dude just sliced him at
That's Dark
precisely
Sister.
the
That's
right
Valerian
angle.
steel. That is the sword of Visenya Targaryen. Shit, you think Daemon Targaryen knows how to handle that sword? That sword was made for Visenya Targaryen, the sister wife of the Conqueror, and she's older than him. You know, she may dabble in sorcery
Mm.
and magic and stuff. She got whisperers, but she will literally listen. She saved her husband's life when assassins from Dawn came in. He was caught out there. Visenya was up on the steps. She pulled out Dark Sister. She got down there so fast, had them people under pressure. And she said, "You know what, Akon?
Mhm.
You're not doing this shit right." She's telling her husband, "Let me tell you something. What I'm going to do that's going to protect your ass. I'm going to create something. I'm going to create an elite guard that's going to be at the ready. They're going to have the things of the night watch, and they're going to have be the best swordsmen to my standards. That's going to protect you. You down with that? Yeah, baby, not a problem. All right, you stay back. I'll handle this." That's what she did, and she called it the King's Guard. You're fucking welcome. So now Daemon Targaryen is holding her sword. One slice, so clean,
Ooh, that was clean.
so clean,
I gotta
super
hand
clean.
it to the special effects people because it's not like his head flew off.
Yeah,
It
man.
slid off. Okay.
Like butter, like melted butter.
Like,
But he
oh.
had to get that whore out. That's a bastard. But now, yeah, you know your daughter is a whore. And
Like what you say about my what?
yeah,
What you say? I tell
oh,
you, that was
clapping the
written.
cheeks like this. I know Kristen Cole was probably in the back, like,
Yeah, you're
don't say
right.
my name. Don't say my name in this. Don't put my name in the mix.
Oh,
Here we go. I just wanted to take Renera overseas so we could sell some oranges and cinnamon. I want to be putting this best.
but let's get to the dinner scene because
Oh,
Viserys was like, I just want to have one meal with the whole family. you
one of the
know.
greatest scenes in all television history.
Oh,
That man right there. That was
he
some Shakespearean masterclass in his speech.
absolutely. The speech that he gives, and he's talking about his family, and he wants them to all get along, and they need to
But
for
when he took
what's
off,
coming.
but when he
Oh,
took
took
off his
his mask
mask,
off.
yeah.
Let me
When he
see if I
took,
can
oh,
pull
let's see. Before he got there, now everybody taking their little pot shots. Aegon jumping up. Yeah, man. Listen, the boy Jace looks a little, fruit loopy.
it.
So if you need, somebody to give you that stiff good one, when you leave him, come and see me. I take care of you. All right. And Jace just, oh motherfucker, what, bro?
I
What
ain't do nothing. What I say?
what, what? It was jokes, bro. It was just jokes. Motherfucker. And then here comes um Helena. Well, what am I, who's doing the other toast? Um oh my gosh. Before Helena, I don't know whether it's Damon's daughter gave a beautiful toast, trying to, you know, calm the nerves down or whatever in the case may be, and it was all quiet and here comes Viserys, you
Mm-hmm.
know, now he comes in, everybody gonna act right.
Yeah, you just, it's like you just need to act right.
Hmm.
And I thought it was cool, Rhaenyra gave her toast, and Allison's kind of like, okay, I guess I'll
Allison's toast was pretty decent too, to
yeah,
be
I
honest.
like that. And it was kind of like, okay, we doing all right.
Look
We
at look at
doing
Aegon. Look at Aegon. He's like, oh God,
his face. He's
fucking
just
idiot.
like, y'all
This
full of
fucking
it.
idiot of a wife of mine. Here she goes. Jesus Christ.
He's your
But I mean, just
sister.
he was just like, oh, just get it over with, please, God.
Yeah, can't freaking stand
But
you.
Viserys' speech
I
really
love
hits
that.
home why he is the way he is. He literally said, why are we sitting up here arguing with each other? I had done everything I fucking possibly could. He took off the mask.
Yeah, I'm
He
trying to
literally
find the
has a
part where he
skeleton
did that.
on one side of his face.
It reminded me actually of like Harvey Two Face.
Yeah, that's
Pissing me off
exactly
that I
it.
can't find it.
But it's just certain parts of it. The eye socket is gone, just like Harvey Dent,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sunken in.
sunken in. But the way his his emotions, that when he turns around, it just shows that. And he said it, he's like, don't you know that I love you all? Don't you know that every last person that's on this table is a person that I love and I will give my all for? You see me as I am. And everybody was quiet as a crypt. See me as I am. For this is
This
the
right
day.
here.
Yeah. He said, this face, see me as I am, because I will not be walking amongst you for much longer. You have to come together as a family, because I cannot be in the afterlife knowing that my family is at each other's throats for no reason. We are the house of the dragon. We mean something. And the fact that he knows the prophecy, he is really, it's like, I cannot stress this fucking enough that we have
Mhm.
to stay together. Because what if the thing from the north comes in their lifetime? They up here fucking fighting each other while the White Walkers come in here and wipe out the entire race of men.
Yep.
In Viserys' eyes, he said, we cannot afford to be at each other's throats.
Mm-mm.
And he said, the love that I have for each and every one of you in this room, if you don't listen to me as a king, you don't listen to me as a monarch, you don't listen to me as a grandfather, listen to me as a man that absolutely loves each and every one of you at this table. That is of my blood. It was hard for anybody to say anything. They just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, do this for me. for me. He said, I don't ask for nothing else in this life.
Mm-mm.
If my time is up, please give me the last bit of happiness that I deserve. I deserve. Give this to me. And he just slumped over. And then everybody started acting right. Then they, toasting and having smiles. Jason, Helena doing their little dance, and
Mm-hmm.
music is calling and everything. Amon is not impressed by any shit.
No.
Luke is just sitting up there like,
Like
But
whatever.
Rhaenyra felt it. Rhaenyra felt it. She got up first and she said,
Mm-hmm.
"Listen, I'll toast to Allison. I know we went through that shit, but all right, fuck it. My daddy laid it all down the line. I love my daddy. He supported me from the first through my ups and downs. He never wavered. I love my dad. I'm gonna do what he asks. I'm gonna love you, Allison. Come
Mm-hmm.
on, let's toast. Even Allison had to acquiesce. Her husband literally took off the Frankenstein mask and told her, "Fucking act right, god damn it! I'm toasting to you, Rhaenyra. This is what it is. We are a family. We gonna make it work." Maybe at that time, at that moment, they
Mm-hmm.
was really serious. They was really serious. Maybe we could put this shit behind us. All right, because he's not going through the parentage. That shit is dead now. If anything, let's just at the very least show each other that we could be at the very least cordial. But she knows she's still gonna inherit the throne. So maybe Alicent was like, I'll prevail on her mercy by what Viserys said tonight in this office. Maybe nobody won't come for my head or my son's head or whatever. Maybe
Right.
that might happen. That's why she probably toasted and they was probably sincere with each other. Not so much everybody else though. But at the very least, if the two ladies was the head of the family, they could have at least have common ground. Damon would have followed suit,
Mm-hmm.
because that's his brother. Otto Hightower really don't have much to say behind it, so he'll follow his daughter. The sons of Aegon, the sons of Viserys, Aegon, Aemon, you know, Daron the Brave, Daron the Daring, the youngest son, because I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
include him because he was in it, and Helena. So all of them is part of her blood. So she can't sit up here and try to kill her father's son. So they gotta make peace. And I think that was good at the moment. And then they showed the montage of everybody laughing and joking and everything. And now you see Viserys before they caught him off. He
Mm-hmm.
had a smile. He was literally finally happy to see his entire family dancing, eating, relaxing, smiling. He literally saw that, and I said that was the blessings of God or the gods or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was the blessings to him. This is something that you truly wanted to see, and he was blessed with that. And before they caught him up, like I said, that one smile was like, I'm content now.
Yeah.
You know, whatever is meant for me now, it is what it is. But just to see my blood, my family, after fucking decades of
Just.
going back and
Yeah.
forth, this is what I truly wanted. And he got that. So if he goes to his rest, which he was going, because he was having a headache and they carted him out, it was a beautiful thing. Like I said, had me really
Oh.
misty eyed, knowing that you deserve that, Viserys. You spent your whole goddamn life really trying to keep the peace when everybody else was having their own issues and their own purpose for the throne after you was gone. And all you wanted to do was just, okay, well, just let's just be a family and we'll get through this together. And nobody wanted to do all of that until now, well, at least
Mm-hmm.
temporarily. And that's the next hurtful
Yeah.
thing. That was the
Was.
next hurtful thing for me. You get this,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? And I was just glad that at least Viserys didn't. live long enough to see you fuck it up.
I know. All was cool until they dropped that roasted pig in front of
No,
Amen.
but
And
you know what? That
oh,
was Luke's fault. You see, Rhaenyra's kids ain't blameless for that. Now, Jace, he was too busy having fun dancing with Helena. Aegon was like, this motherfucker. I wanted to smack the cheeks of your future wife, but you ain't got no business dancing with my wife. Yeah, the two could play that game. That's how Jace got down. Now, Luke, though, he sent that pig to put in front of Aemon. Now, this is after
I must have
when
blinked
Viserys
and
left.
missed that part. Because I turned
Yeah.
around and next thing I knew, there was a
that
pig
was
dropped in
clear
front of
as
him.
day, because remember, Aegon, Jacaerys, and Lucerys, they was teasing Aemon as a boy when he was trying to get that dragon. They put the pig out there. That's your dragon. Right. Oink,
That's the
oink.
dragon.
Everybody was laughing. Him, Jade, everybody's his friends back then. Yeah, Aegon, look at that. That's the pig. That's your dragon. Yeah, you ain't got a real dragon. Jace got a dragon. I got a dragon.
You don't have one.
Got a dragon. Where's your dragon? Oh, you ain't got a dragon. Aemon like this. So now Luke Carey's gonna be a dumbass and put more fire into the flames and put a roasted pig in front of Aemon. And Aemon, like,
he snapped.
No, he didn't snap right away, but he gave a look. And Lucerys, see, this is the stupid shit. Lucerys is like, here you go, get it? He had a smirk on his face, and Aemon is like, well, I see y'all really want to get down.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen, I would like to propose a toast. He said to Rhaenyra's children, 3 absolutely, beautiful and strong boys. Even Alicent was like, no. Don't
go there.
No, what are you doing? Yeah, strong boys. As a matter of fact, I want to toast long life to these 3 strong boys. And all hell broke loose after that.
Lord, it was it. You know what? You knew it was going to happen.
I can't blame the Greens. The Blacks wanted to get a little frosty and salty. Now here come the reckoning, and it just made it worse. Aegon jumped up, put that boom, put down there. I was like, oh my God, here we go.
It was
just got finished with
God, it was
lovely
crazy.
things and all of this.
But then we get to this scene, and Viserys, he's just out of it. But then you hear him say, yes, it's true. And you're just like, oh shoot, I don't think you realize who you're saying this to.
Right.
And he's telling Alicent, who he thinks is Rhaenyra, about how true the prophecy is.
Yep.
And she's just like, what? Really? She's like, oh, okay, I understand. So she thinks, yeah.
She's thinking when he said Aegon is the prince that was promised. So she mistook that.
Yep.
For her son.
Yes. And you hear, as soon as you hear Viserys talking, you're just like, no, stop talking. But he can't, because he doesn't know. He thinks that that's Rhaenyra, and he remembers when she pleaded with him, is it true?
Yeah.
Is it true? But then to hear him, it's like you love hearing him. Like, yes, he did hear his daughter, but it's like, no, you're saying it in front of the wrong chick. This is not gonna go well at freaking all. Yes, Slytherin Hobbit. I thought he was gonna say Rhaenyra's name too. I wanted him to.
Shit, he was like, he was on Driftmark. God damn it, Emma, I'm going to bed.
That was freaking hilarious.
Was like, what? Emma, I'm going to bed, baby.
Tired of you people. Shoot. But it just broke my heart when that
Yeah,
happened. I'm
yeah.
just like, oh no, 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 you're
And
telling
then
it the
she just
wrong
walked away.
person.
She just
Let
walked away
go.
because that was her. Now that's the pretext that she's going to use. Well, my husband told me that my
Hmm.
son Aegon is the prince that was promised. No, bitch,
Exactly.
they ain't got nothing to do with you or your son. Your stoner ass son. He
Hmm.
ain't the prince that's promised.
You can, and not that one,
Not
not
that
that
one.
one, not that one. Oh, but the way that she just walks out after that was just like,
Yeah,
no,
well, she was
no.
already fed up. I mean, golly.
It's
But
for-
Viserys, in his last moments,
he
he
was just
just
like, I can't take it anymore. He was
he
just like, I
said,
can't.
I think one of his last words was that my love. I think he was thinking about Emma.
Yeah, he
Just
was.
that was his soulmate. That was his heart. You know.
And just to see him taking his last breaths, and you knew it was coming. It's like I didn't want to see it, but I
I didn't
knew it
want to
was
see it
coming.
either
I
because
just,
I don't. It's just having him in the show. It's a it's almost like having somebody that's a moral center for all the
Mhm.
madness that's surrounding, all the other characters. For him, he was that moral center. It doesn't matter if he was a good king or a bad king, he was a good man that loved his
Yeah,
family. And yeah, he saw faults, but he was like, let that go, man. We got bigger things to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I'm still the king. I'm gonna hold this thing down as best as I can. He was in the books. They even said he was even-handed. He was very kind, considerate.
hmm,
He wanted people to know that this is going to be a peaceful reign. He wanted to do justice to what his grandfather Jaehaerys the First did for the realm for over 60 years. You know,
right.
but at the same time, he didn't want the throne. He didn't ask for it. The Lords chose him over Rhaenys, who was the elder
Hmm.
of his eldest son. That's what caused the rift between Jaehaerys and his wife Alysanne, his sister wife. So
Hmm.
she said, "You can't put a woman first, even though your eldest son for your eldest daughter, he was hand of the king too. So why did you pass over Rhaenys? Because she was already an adult at that time,
Right.
but the lords of Westeros wanted a man, and that was their tradition,
Hmm.
So
And
it
that's who
was what it
they.
was. But Viserys did what he could, and I dare say he's not Mad King Ares, or he's not you know you know worthless Aegon the First, that just likes to fucking eat anything and just don't want to rule. So he's not like what's his face um Ares the First. All
Mhm.
he wanted to do was just read books and study magic. He didn't want to rule the kingdoms. So Viserys was the one that tried to do everything he could to secure and keep the realm and keep his family close because he is a people person. He just happened to be like that. That was his
Yeah.
whole life.
It just
It
breaks
breaks
my
my
it
heart.
breaks my heart that he is gone. Oh, that was a throwdown.
Oh yeah, and of course, when everything broke loose, Big
Mhm.
Daddy oh man, Big Daddy Damon. Amon was about to smack
Mhm.
it in their ass, and it's like Damon was like, Chase, Scaries, Luke, go to your room. He stood there right in front. I'm your uncle.
Mhm.
Sup? You see what I did in that throne room, right?
Yeah, I ain't playing
What's
with
up?
your
I
ass,
ain't
right?
playing with you, boy. I know you Billy badass. You got the iPad. You got that look. I know you a badass, Amon, but you ain't on my level yet.
Mm-mm.
Amon was like, I want to say something so fucking mean. He gave him a look though. He didn't back down too, and that's
He
another
did.
thing. He
He
did not
looked at
back
him.
down, and I think Damon respected that, but he knows I got to keep my eye on Amon.
Mhm.
He said, "All right," and he just turned around. He didn't turn around. He just kept walking. So,
Yep.
all right. Look at
This
that. Look at that
dude.
face, man. I'm sorry. I stand for I'm whatever crimes Amon is going to do, I'm gonna support that shit. This man is looking sinister, badass, and he is not gonna be one to fuck with. He got Vagar. He got Vagar.
He doesn't have
The
a
biggest
dragon.
dragon
He
of
has
all them dragons. He got
the dragon.
damn, damn.
Oh
Just
man,
looking at him now, he's gonna be somebody you are not gonna be fucking with. And I think Damon kind of knows that too. That's why he's trying to keep an eye on him. And like I said, they got the same type of hairstyle with the Targaryen hair. He's like, oh geez, Targaryen versus Targaryen. This is not going to end well.
I cannot wait for episode 9 because all hell is gonna break loose.
Shit,
And I'm
fuck
all for
episode
it.
9.
Woo!
What's gonna happen with 10? We still got 2 more episodes to go.
Can
And
you
I saw
believe
that I
it?
saw the
It's
previews for episode
so
9.
good. It's just like, you mean to tell me there's 2 more episodes left with all of this going on? Just man, it's like they
Yeah.
keep every episode, they keep doing better
Yes.
and better
Yes.
and better.
Yes.
It's just like, man, I love it. I love it. It's been a long time since I've been enjoying a show where every week
That's
they be
called Game of
knocking it out.
Thrones.
How it used to be,
Mhm.
before the
But you
wheels
know
started
what?
wobbling in
You know
season
why
6.
they pushing this thing. This is my theory, ladies and gentlemen, and just just roll with me for a second with this. Now, because they pushing the whole the prince that was promised prophecy, this was something that was set up. And I know George R. R. Martin probably set this up because that's what he really wanted. So now this is canon, pretty much in the books, whenever he writes something, but he was already on board, so it's canon. He probably told them, this is what I need you to put down. So with this being said, after he told Rhaenyra that a Targaryen will sit on the throne, and in his dreams, his name was Aegon. Now, as we know, Jon Snow wasn't born Jon Snow. He was born Aegon Targaryen.
Targaryen, yep.
The sixth of his name. Now, that's what his father named him, because Rhaegar probably read the prophecies from letters, from notes of other kings, Targaryen kings at that, and it showed that the threat of the North. He said it's the song of ice and fire. Rhaegar Targaryen probably caught it in his head. The song of ice and fire. Ice and fire. I have to be with a woman that represents the other side, the Starks. Brilliant. They are ice.
That's
right. Fire and ice. Literally, John is the song of ice and fire. Because a Targaryen did not mate with or get married to the Starks. They married into the Aarons, the Baratheons, some with the Tullys. They never even thought of the North as being something that was important enough to bring a Targaryen together, until now. And that's what solidified the deal. You cannot tell me that John died and was resurrected by the forces of light or what have you. He was dead and he was brought back to life for a purpose.
Yep.
He is truly the prince that was promised. Now, when they dropped the ball, now that was back in 2017. At that time, it was a bad blow. It was a wasted opportunity. But because this series is going through the motions, and this is supposed to be an anthology. So while Dance of the Dragon is done, they're going to be talking about other Targaryen things. Dunk and Egg, the whole bullshit with Aegon IV and the Blackfire rebellions. They're going to still keep that prophecy in line. That's why the Three-Eyed Raven told Brandon, and you know who the Three-Eyed Raven is, Brendan Rivers, the bastard son of King Aegon IV, the devil. But he is a man from House Blackwood. And you know how Blackwood is deep with the blood of the first men.
Yeah.
And if you deep in the blood of the first men, then you're deep with the children of the forest. Who do you think they was up there in that tree with him? The children of the forest. You know it's connecting. But now they figured we got to retcon this. That's why the Jon Snow series is going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the Night King is dead. No, he's not. Because I actually talked about this way, way back years ago. You do know that Bran has the mark of the Night King on him. He touched him. That can play a serious part because in my fantasies, I was thinking if something happened with the Night King, the mark is already on Bran. He's gonna have this for the rest of his life. So something would have to happen in which Bran will literally change into the new Night King. We don't know, but he has the same abilities as Brendan Rivers has. He knows he can because remember, the one that turned him into the Night King was one of the first men. So it's going to connect at some point. If they retcon this, which they are going to do, they're not going to make no Jon Snow series that's not going to try to retcon this shit to make it so that if something stirs up again where the dead will walk the earth or whatever, they are already in King's Landing. And I said to myself, but wait a minute, the blood of the first men and their powers in terms of the old gods, that's right on the Isles of Faces. That's already all near Harrenhal. So they're going to be in close proximity. There's something is going to happen in that show. And that's why it's getting picked up. They already said that they're going to start filming it soon. So I was like, oh shit, it is going to happen. Okay. So don't tell me that Miguel Sapochnik, who was the executive producer, is probably just laying low. He left House of the Dragon. He might jump on Jon Snow thing. And him and Ryan Cordell, the showrunner of House of the Dragon, they're going to be changing notes, making sure that shit is going to align the way that it's supposed to have been done by dumbass Dave and Dan. But they didn't want that. They wanted the Star Wars money and tried to rush this shit. And then they wound up not even getting the fucking job anyway. So, but Abu Nas is playing devil's advocate. I just want you to keep this in mind because this is my theory. Hopefully it may pan out. So maybe a couple of years down the line, you may watch this thing. It's like, he said that. You know? So who knows? It's a possibility, but they ain't making this Jon Snow thing just for him to do an adventure, you know, from beyond the wall with ghosts. He ain't doing all of that. They are going to retcon this shit. Mark my words. The prince that was promised is going to fight the darkness of the north and probably the new Night King, which may be Bran. But we don't know. But it is what it's going to have to be. They're going to think of something. Yeah. So stay tuned.
I can't wait. So, folks, again, another fire episode of House of the Dragon next week. Actually, before even next week, Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. on Drunk Freako's Basement Channel. The Dark Council is going to be breaking down this episode as well. So, you're not going to miss that.
No, and plus I'll have my summary of both episode 7 and this one 8. So yeah, be there because it's gonna be fun. I love the music that I have for it, and I said, okay, this is gonna be great. Let's do it.
It's gonna be absolute fire. And next week for episode 9, we are going to be on Abu Nas's channel reviewing episode 9. So you do not want to miss that. So, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us. All the fire chat comments.
Yes, please.
Appreciate the heck out of that.
Just read the comments. Yeah, y'all comments are just pristine.
Fire, absolute fire.
And so remember, I was about to say, and remember, folks, if you have a dirty secret that you need to get it out in grand fashion. Bastard! And then add insult to the injury and your mother is just say it so loud that you want the daddy and your uncle and this one. You want everybody to know it. So
Whoo! That's how you go out, folks.
that's how you go out. You get the
Night,
head taken off. That's how
everybody.
you go out.